Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is June 3rd, and our reading is, What Else Were We Doing? We want to do just what we like on our own schedule, in the quantity and quality that pleases us. Our partner, boss, or somebody at work asks us to do something, and our first thought is, No, who do you think you are? It doesn't matter if we're not busy or even if it's something we think is necessary. We say no because we didn't suggest it first. We say no automatically despite thinking it's a good idea. How about this? Before responding negatively, let's ask ourselves, what else were we doing? Being of service to others, even folks we don't like, is a good use of our time. The Dhamma teaches that right action is always a good idea. It's a real stumper. We sometimes sabotage ourselves, in Dhamma Bum's case with alarming regularity, by insisting on having things my way. And that's just not a formula for getting along well with other people. Other people have problems. Maybe we should give them the benefit of the doubt and give them a break. This month's theme is right action, and do the right thing is, well, it's not always easy to figure out what that is, but we have a pretty good idea if we just take a deep breath and let it out and stop for a second and say, what's my intention? What am I trying to do? The main idea is to make sure the main idea stays the main idea. What's the main idea today? And the main idea should be selfless service, not make sure that I get my end taken care of. And while that doesn't always work right, and sometimes is pretty embarrassing to admit, too often we beg off of doing things that would actually be a good idea for everybody concerned. And maybe it's just as simple as we didn't come up with the idea first, and so we're not going to play along. And would like to suggest that that's probably a mistake. There does seem to be a better way. Chapter 3 of the Bhagavad Gita is titled Karma Yoga, and it means way of action. And one of the themes in that chapter is selfless service, that we are supposed to do the work and we let God determine the outcome. I mean, that's going to happen anyway, but why don't we willingly do that? Let's play along. Let's act like we accept it and we endorse it. We think this is a good idea. Not, yeah, there I did it, but to do it with alacrity. Yes, I want to be a part of this too, like that. And that'd probably make God happy too, whatever God might be. Don't have any idea. Grace over drama, how about that? That's nice and aspirational. And this goes along with chapter 13 of 1 Corinthians, when Paul says that we've got faith, hope, and charity. And I'm quoting the King James Version of the Bible, of course, because that's the only one I use. And when he said charity, he wasn't talking about giving alms to the poor. He made it very clear that he was talking about giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. Gee whiz, how about that? How about if we look for the divine spark within the other person and then act like we're dealing with God, because we are? So happy trails to you until we meet again.